North Korea. Just the name brings up images of secrecy, military parades, and leaders with some pretty unique hairstyles. But there's a lot more going on beneath the surface, especially when it comes to sanctions and isolation. So, how did a country with fewer Twitter followers than your average pop star end up so cut off from the world? It all comes down to sanctions, and the United States has played a massive role. Let's rewind. Back in the 1950s, after the Korean War, North Korea and the US weren't exactly sending each other Christmas cards. Tensions stayed high, but things really hit the fan in the 2000s when North Korea started testing nuclear weapons. The US, along with the United Nations, slapped North Korea with some major economic sanctions, basically a giant do not trade sign. Here's what that meant. North Korea couldn't easily buy or sell stuff on the global market. Think oil, machinery, even luxury goods. Bank accounts overseas, frozen, ships, watched like a hawk. The goal? To pressure North Korea into giving up its nuclear program. But North Korea didn't just sit back and accept its fate. Cut off from most of the world, they doubled down on self-reliance. The government pushed its people to grow their own food, make their own tech, and rely as little as possible on imports. Spoiler, this didn't exactly create an economic boom. Most North Koreans face shortages of everything from fuel to medicine. Now, what about the rest of the world? US sanctions didn't just affect North Korea. They put pressure on other countries too. If you traded with North Korea, you risked losing access to US markets or facing fines. China, North Korea's main trading partner, still does some business over the border, but even they had to scale back to avoid angering Washington. Other countries? Most just cut ties. North Korea became one of the most isolated countries on Earth. Travel is almost impossible, internet access is locked down, and North Korean diplomats are often under heavy watch. But here's the twist. Despite all this pressure, North Korea hasn't given up its nuclear program. The leadership uses sanctions as proof that the outside world is against them, which helps them keep a tight grip on power at home. So, what's the end game? Sanctions have definitely hurt North Korea's economy and cut off its people from the world. But when it comes to changing the government's behavior, the story is a lot more complicated. For now, North Korea's relationship with the world stays as frosty as ever, and the sanctions story, it's far from over.